the beat.
Happy Love Day! Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Vash and welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Va-Shaun squad. I'm giving you guys a little quick makeup tutorial for Valentine's Day. Something very simple, basic of the basics, and it's beginner friendly. For all of my ladies out there that really don't know what to do with makeup and you want to look scrumptious for your mans, I got you, sis, okay? I got you. All of these products are drugstore products. Did you hear what I said? They're drugstore products. So you can go to your local Ulta. That's not a drugstore, but hey. You can go to your local Ulta. You can go to CVS. You can go to Rite Aid. You can go to Target. You can go to Walmart. And all of these products that I have here, you can find them. Besides the brushes and the sponges, but you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. I just love Valentine's Day. I think it's just a beautiful holiday to just get something, you know, it's just a day just to show a little bit more appreciation. I know some guys gonna be like, dang, I already got shawty, you know, something for Christmas. But hey, if you didn't go all out for Christmas, you can do it on Valentine's Day, okay? It's always days throughout the, you know, the year that you can just make up for what you messed up on, okay? And this is one of them. So ladies, I'm just giving you guys a quick little look so you can look scrumptious across the dinner table. You know, bachelor lashes. And this lippy, okay? It's matte, honey. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. So you don't have to worry about, and fellas, if you're taking your little side piece, you ain't got to worry about, and ladies, if you a side, you ain't got to worry about the red lipstick being on his collar. I don't promote that, okay? I'm just kidding. But anywho, that was just a little jokey joke. But I hope you guys enjoyed my makeup tutorial. Thank you guys so much for the support. Until next time, I will see y'all. But let's get into the video, shall we? Hey guys, so we meet up again. So right now, my eyebrows are already done. So I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild primer. It's one of my favorite drugstore primers, and I'm just gonna pretty much, the way I put it on my face, it's, I don't try to rub it in, I try to smear it outwards, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toffee, and I put this as a like base for my eyeshadow. I always do that step, and then I'm going to take this bronzer. It's by L'Oreal. It's one of my favorite bronzers. I always do something that matches like my natural skin tone, and if I don't use that, then I definitely take my finishing powder that I use for my face and put it on my on top of the concealer that I use. So I'm just going back and forth and making sure that that concealer is set with the bronzer. Then I'm going to take this Wet n Wild palette and this dark burgundy shade, and I'm just going to put this all over my crease. So this makeup tutorial, guys, it's very basic because you know, sometimes when you're watching makeup tutorials, you'll see like a lot of transition colors, and then they use another color for the crease. But this one, I'm just using literally 2 eyeshadows, and that's it. So pretty much this will be your crease. And I just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's a really pretty, like, deep burgundy, deep purple color. And I just go back and forth in that crease area. And if you guys do not know what your crease is, it's pretty much right above your eyelids. So exactly what you see me doing, that's exactly where that crease area is. And you're just gonna go back and forth. You'll actually feel it within your eyes. Like Put your finger on your eyeball and you'll feel like that little crease area, your little dent, and you'll feel your eyeball. That's where your crease is. So this is just makeup talk for all my beginners out there. And then I'm going to take my concealer again. So pretty much we're kind of like cutting the crease. This, guys, is really, really simple. I tried to make it the most simplest step I could possibly think of. And I use this with a brush. So that same angled brush that I used to conceal and clean up my eyebrows with, I use it. So as you guys can see, I'm just pretty much outlining my eyelid. So just like how I explained to you guys what is your crease, you're pretty much taking your concealer now and cutting that crease. If you guys see what I'm doing, okay, you're just cutting that crease with that same concealer that I use to prime my whole eyeshadow lid. My eyelids, eyeshadow lid. My eyelids. So once I do that and get them to my liking, pretty much we're just gonna set it. And the color I chose was from my Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. I don't have that one in front of me. You can find this at your nearest Ulta. I take a flat eyeshadow brush, spray some setting spray, and then I dip it in the color Bororo, sorry. It's like a nice, pretty pink, but it kind of appears as like a light, rusty orange, but it's a really, really pretty color. Like I said, I really wanted this to be simple for you guys, especially for my beginners out there, because when doing eyeshadow, it's very, very tricky. You don't want it to look too bold, you don't want it to look too much, but you do want it to look nice and pretty. So I had to pretty much really, really make it simple for you guys. So I'm just taking it on my other side and doing the exact same thing. And you'll see me also go back and make sure the crease is really, really blended out. You guys take your time when doing this. Make sure everything is blended out. You don't want it to look so bold and so dark. You want everything to mix together. That's the biggest key when doing your eyeshadow. You do not want it to look one eye look darker than the other. You want them to look pretty much the same. So now I'm going to do a wing. So I take my liquid liner. Oh gosh, guys, y'all know I be feeling myself. I'm going to take my liquid liner. This is by LA Colors. You can find this at your local Dollar Tree because that's where I got mine. And I know you guys are probably trying to figure out how to do a wing and if you need to do a wing. I love a wing, okay? That is like one of my favorite things for makeup. So you don't have to do this. If you want to skip this step, you can skip this step. But how I do my wings, I pretty much start from the center and draw a line outwards, as you guys can see. And then I take it from the outer crease and meet that same point that I drew. So you kind of start from the middle, wing it out, get the outer crease, and do a tail, and then you fill it in. Pretty much. That's like the simplest way I can describe how to do it. But this also does take time and practice. I feel like makeup is something that you could never just do overnight. I surely didn't. I practiced this to live in daylights. But, you know, this is pretty simple. Like I said, if you don't want to do a wing, you do not have to follow this step. And even if you mess up, guys, this is what I'm teaching you right here, is to take your concealer and clean it up. It is okay if you made a mistake because you can clean up your wing, okay? This is not the dramatic wings that I normally go for. This is like a baby wing because I wanted it to make it simple for you guys. And then I clean it up and I use my sponge. Now I'm going to apply some lashes. This is like my favorite part. But lashes, I did not show you guys on camera. I did this off camera. These are by INV, the iconic. I got this from my sister. Shout out to Ola for getting those for me. But I'm gonna place these off camera. So now I'm just gonna be taking my foundation, which is by Maybeline FitMe Matte. I use the color 355, which is the color coconut, and I use my finger to distribute the products. I don't know, I just keep staring at myself right now because lashes, I swear, it just makes a difference in makeup. But anywho, so I'm taking this kind of buffing brush and I'm just buffing this foundation into my skin. I have started doing this little trick maybe like for a year now, where I just use my foundation buffing brush, and then I do go in with a clean, damp beauty blender, and just really get that foundation to just seep through my skin and make it really flawless and beautiful. I really love this foundation. I just feel like when I use anything else, it just makes my skin break out severely, so I just know that this foundation is truly for me. And I just go back and forth and make sure that I get the full coverage to my liking. I probably sometimes on a good day use 2 coats, and just on a regular just 1. So right now I'm doing 2. The next thing I'm going to do is highlight my face. Like I said, this is like a full beat glam, and this is just beginner friendly, so you guys could know how to do a full glam look but be on the low. You do not have to do all of these steps. This is just something for you guys to, you know, have in your repertoire. So I'm pretty much using this Infallible Me concealer. This one is in the color Cafe, and I just do like 8 lines under my eyes on each side, 1 down the nose, on the upper part of my lip, on my chin, and in the middle of my eyebrows. And then I just blend it out. And then next I'm going to go in with my cream palette. This is by Black Radiance for my contouring, and I'm going to use the contour and sculpt colors. I think this one is in medium dark. Yes, it's in medium dark. And I use my fingers for this because I know exactly where to put them. You're gonna suck in your cheeks, do a fishy face, put them right there in the middle of your cheeks, and then on top of your like forehead line. The reason why I do this, y'all, is because when you take pictures, ever notice like the line of demarcation of where you started your foundation and when you ended it? Ladies, this is the trick, okay? I feel like this step is way more important than the highlighting under the eyes and stuff. So I just take another buffing brush and then I buff that product in. And now I'm gonna use Maybelline's Fit Me Loose Powder. Now this is not a setting translucent powder, but I use it. It's the medium color, and I'm just setting what I already concealed. So anything that you use with a cream concealer, guys, you need to set it with an actual powder. Alright, as you guys can see, I just love dancing, okay? You gotta have fun when you're doing this. So now I'm going to use that same bronzer palette that I used to set my eyelids previously. This is a bronzer that I used to set the contour. I don't like my contour to be very chiseled and dark. I feel like that is so like RuPaul looking. We do not need that, ladies. So I just use a bronzer just to give it like a golden look. And now I'm going to dust away all this highlight product by using my CoverGirl powder. This is one that I always use in the color Tawny. It's just a finishing powder. And I just use that and swipe away all that product, you know. And I'm pretty much done here. just going to take a black eyeliner. I'm always dropping, so I'm going to take my black eyeliner by Milani, and I'm just going to put this on my waterline just to give it a little pop of color and make it not so dull. And I'm going to go back in the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette and put the Bororo under the waterline, because whatever you do on the top, you must do it on the bottom, sis. And then I'm going to take some mascara. I had literally just purchased this mascara, y'all, like last month from Target. It's by e.l.f. And that thing dried up and I was so mad because I really just bought it. And when I was looking at it, I'm like, this is not even doing anything. So I had to go back into another mascara that I had by Wet n Wild's. And yeah. So now I'm just going to take my setting spray, and I use the one by Wet n Wild. I either use the dewy or the matte, but right now I'm using the matte. As you guys can see, I drowned my face in it to the point my top is wet. I didn't even notice it. Like, I just felt like that little damp, and I'm like, oh snap, okay. But this is actually new to me, guys, because if you ever watch my makeup tutorials, I never use blush. So today, as you guys can see, I'm using blush. How do you apply blush? You just smile, and right there in those little rosy cheek areas, so that's where you're going to apply the blush. And that one is by Wet n Wild, and I think it's Coral. And now for the fun part, my favorite part is to highlight it. Blind them, okay? You must blind them. This one is by Maybeline. It's the Chrome Illuminator. And I believe this one is in gold Molden. I'll leave everything in the description box. So I put that on my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and my cupid's bow, and under my brows, just to give it a pop of color, okay? And of course, I'm going to dry off my lips because I had Carmax on it, and since we're using a matte lipstick, we cannot leave it to be moist because that would just make it cakey and ugly. And I'm going to take this LA Girl lip liner. This is in the color Forever Red, and we're going to line my lip. You're going to line your lip, honey, okay? And then I'm going in with this BH Cosmetics red lipstick. I think it's really called Red Liquid Matte lipstick, and I purchased this last year around this time, and I hardly use it. I hardly use matte liquid lippies anyway, but this one is so beautiful and so affordable. This one you have to buy on their website. This is the only thing, guys, that they do not have at a drugstore. Maybe you could find one at the drugstore by NYX or e.l.f., but this one you have to buy it on their website. So that is it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed my quick and easy makeup tutorial. I really did try to speed this up as quickly as possible, but I also wanted you guys to see each and every detail of applying, you know, makeup. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to leave them down in the comment section down below. And if you did create this look, send me some pics. I want to see. I really do. And until next time, guys, always thank you so much for your support. Remember to stay blessed, stay safe, stay positive, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Ta-ta.